Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Mystic Mayhem, because it seems that my alliance has made it through the first cyclone of Alliance War, and I want to talk about that here today, or hurricane rather, but this is the cyclone, right? And we're already into the second cyclone. So it's interesting about what happens. You can see on the screen here, Cyclone 3 has been cleared, weakening the Twisted Giant Armor skill Husk of Guilt. So basically what happens is, if you guys watch my first video, so this cyclone's been defeated, the first one, right? And you had 3 of these sanity compasses to do your attacks, and then when you beat it, you get given 1 for free, and that is designed to give you an attack on the Twisted Giant Armor. And you can see here that this has been removed, this Husk of Guilt, but we still have the other 3 active and in play because we haven't done that yet. But you could get ahead early and do Cyclone 4 now. But when this timer, now I'm in the way, right? So I'm going to, you can see the next phase is in 1 day, 18 hours, or I believe this is going to be on Sunday, right? And so this is where you're going to be giving a refresh of 3 more sanity compasses. So I guess every 3 days or every phase, there's going to be 3 more of these sanity compasses for you to work your way towards on either the boss or to take out the cyclone. Now, the cyclone, you're still going to get rewards out of this, right? The alliance credits and things like that. So, you know, part of me believes you don't want to clear this too fast, otherwise you don't get access to these alliance credits. But you're also chasing the timer on the Twisted Giant Armor because of the leaderboard, the overall leaderboard, I guess, the overview. And congratulations to Alliance Eternals for being the first one to clear the boss. But they basically, from my understanding, is they basically skipped out on these other phases because they went ahead and cleared it. And once you clear it, all this stuff is like dead, I guess. Or I'm not sure if you're able to really get these rewards because, you know, you didn't do it, right? So what we're gonna, and I also want to show you the inbox. This is what I got for clearing the first one, the first Dream Cyclone. And what's really interesting is that they're giving the sealing spell. I realize that I'm, you know, let's put myself back up here. The sealing spell. Now, what is this? This is real. I had no idea where this came from until now. So the sealing spell is something that you can use for unique artifact refinement. And I want to go to just to one of these, right? So you go to the refinement and the window, and you can lock one of the stats here. Locked. Like you can lock one of these substats. So if I want to keep the energy generation, it's going to do that. Now, my issue is that I think once you do this, it's used up, right? It's only for 1 roll, I think. So it's not, you know, unless it's permanent, which I doubt it's permanent. It is something that, you know, you're gonna have to be really careful about using, right? So you want to lock, you know, if you have a really high energy generation roll, but you don't like the other stats, you would lock the energy generation, for example, and then roll the other ones. That's how you would use it. But I'm not going to be touching it for just now. I just wanted to share that with you guys. So we get that. You get the more alliance credits here, some blazes of truth, and then for actually defeating the Dream Cyclone, you get a Dream Core, you get a random epic artifact, and you get more of these and 10 combat simulators, which is nice. I guess that's like 2 days worth of simulators, maybe, if you don't want to play the game. So what we're gonna do, and I'm not sure if this is the best to do or not. Like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do this because you can go and attack the Twisted Giant Armor and still have to deal with these mechanics. The problem is that you can't use any of the characters that you used previously in this phase on the Nightmare missions. And for me, I don't have a lot left to work with. So I don't know if this is going to go over very well. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this, but we're going to give it a try anyways. I believe I have Doctor Strange, and we're sans. We have Doctor Strange, Thor, and Hulk. That's just what we're going to be doing here today, because I don't think the others will make a whole lot of sense, and Thor is not good for single target. But gonna try it anyways. My hope is that it's more of about survivability. And so if that's the case, then maybe with the combination of these characters, I might be able to last it. So I recently literally today, just got my Doctor Strange up to 70 because I just unlocked him. Cosmic Cube, And then we're gonna go with not Wands of Watum, but we're gonna go with the shield, the Asgard shield, because it's got 40% energy generation. I was using this with Reed, so I'm gonna be doing that there. As far as my highlight, we're gonna go with Ancient Frontier. I think that's probably best. So we're gonna do that. And then for my other characters for Thor, well, we already have the Stormbreaker and the Jetpack, and I got a piece of crap highlight that I do need to fix at some point, but I don't think going for one of these are really that much better. No follow-up attack. When the wearer uses a buff type ultimate move, he does not have that. So I think we're just gonna stick with this for now. Unfortunately, I need to get ambition, right? That's probably what I really need. And then for Hulk, who's also recently 70, we can give him the Blessing of Ashanti. That's fine. There's HP and stuff like that. And then my talents aren't even upgraded to. Can we go to 6 here? Right, it's not even maxed out. And artifacts, we're gonna go for Crimson Gem, HP, and energy generation to defense. And then I think we're gonna go for Wands of Watum. I have decent stats in their defense and HP, so we're gonna do that. I think that's what I'm gonna do for this one. So that's. Oh no, crap! What happened? Replaced it. My bad. Crimson Gem. Okay, so we're gonna give this a go. Again, I don't know how well it's gonna go. We're gonna see how hard it is. This is like my D team, literally. So I'm gonna turn this to 1x actually, and I haven't used Doctor Strange in forever, so I don't know how well this is going to go. Like I used him in beta, honestly. The buff was this do again? Ultimate energy. I don't really need. I think this doesn't do a debuff now. Oh wait, that was the wrong thing. I meant the shockwave. Oops, that's what I wanted. Crap. But it doesn't seem that hard. And while there is a timer here, I don't think that actually matters, right? And I might just hold on to this. Use the ultimate. I mean, that'll heal him up a little bit as well, right? I'm kind of relying on. I think Thor is probably who I have the most investment into, and I need to get his buff on. Right? That does decent. Oh, wow. That did a lot of damage. Okay, we need to save that for the right time. Okay, that's like an instant heal, but that actually did a lot of damage, so that's kind of scary, actually. So we're gonna go ahead here. Maybe I need to make sure I have that reducing damage dealt right. That's kind of important, but I need to get the Thor debuff on the Thor buff on there. And he's gonna not. I think that's one of his special moves. Wait, no, I forgot what we disabled. I think we disabled some sort of ground pound, or did we not do that? Okay, well I need to get that debuff out though. Ooh, was that it? That's a cyclone with a stun. Okay, so he's like rotating skills a little bit. Should I mean, yeah, I'm basically the funny thing is that my energy generation is so high that I can probably spam this. It is moving him a little bit closer to Doctor Strange. We get a buff? Buff, ultimate energy, defense. Okay, I'm gonna be just using the defense down. Let's go up to 2x, I guess, on this point. So we're just gonna do that. Oh, wait. Did Thor just get smacked? Thor got smacked by something. Oh, okay. Maybe that's something I need to watch out for. I need to heal him. I mean, it's basically a full heal to Thor, though. Let's go for the buff. I think while I have that, it also increases his defense. So that's something that I want as well. I'm just wondering if I can just do this by just taking forever, just kind of outlasting it, because I am surviving, right? Luckily, Doctor Strange isn't getting hit, so it's just the front line there. Purifying. And I'm just kind of just slowly whittling him away. Nothing, I mean, that does a little bit, but nothing crazy. The buff would be nice. I'm pretty sure it's Thor doing the majority of the damage. So I'm just going to buff him. And then healing him just in case. My energy generation on Doctor Strange is really high. So, yeah, I mean, as long as time isn't an issue, this is going to be like a 4-minute match. Or more. Is there any point in me using that skill? Right now, I'm just kind of rotating a few different skills. That is important, though, because that would lower his attack. So that's something worth using. He's not getting more powerful as the fight goes on. Like, there's not like an enrage mechanic, you know, that would be a little bit more important here, I think. So as long as I don't screw anything up, and as long as I have my stuff up at the right moment, like that did hurt. But as long as Doctor Strange doesn't get hit by it. Oh, fuck. Right, we can't revive characters, right? Oh my god. Okay, so that wasn't good. All right. Okay, so I'm down to 2 characters. This isn't good. I could probably redo this. And does he go get quicker as time goes on? I don't think he does. Are we just gonna buff the shit out of allies attack? He doesn't scale that much by attack, does he? How much does this heal him for? Can he just heal himself? Wow, he could probably just keep himself alive between that and the Crimson Gem. Okay, so I'm not gonna sit and like have you guys watch this whole thing because this could be a while. So I'm gonna come back. Okay, so what ended up becoming a problem was that he knocked back my characters, and Doctor Strange got into melee range, and the ground pound killed him. So I might have to like spread my characters out a little bit more because they were a bit too close. But I'm gonna try this again and see whether or not I can do this without dying. Okay, so I've decided to actually throw, instead of using Thor, I've actually decided to use Thing. So we're basically doing 2 tanks, and I'm gonna see whether or not. Oh, so what I just realized after using that though is that it moves him, which is kind of irritating. But I'm kind of wondering whether or not I can just beat it by using like I have a really good thing, and so I'm just wondering whether or not. See, that's kind of annoying. They're on the same side, but his survivability is way more than Thor, so I'm just wondering if I can keep this up. And as long as Doctor Strange is way the fuck back there, that this might still be okay. And I'm just gonna go for the ultimate energy for Thing. Honestly, that's probably what I'm gonna keep doing. And that was a lot, right? And we're gonna see whether or not we can whittle this guy down. Right? He's got to attack down though. I kind of want to get rid of that and hope he doesn't die. That's the only thing. Like, can I make sure that he doesn't die? Thing, if anything, like there we go. We get that off. We got the attack down off. I mean, it only does 12. It does a lot less damage because I'm not using the Fantastic 3, right? But we're gonna whittle him down, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna see how effective that is. Get the taunt with the damage reduction. Okay, so we got to the second wave. We got to the second health bar here, and he put out some tendrils out. I honestly don't remember this and what part of his kit this is. I'm wondering if shit's gonna hit the fan for me a little bit more because this is not my main team, or if we can just. Wow, that did a lot of damage actually. So it looks like his HP is a lot less. Like one hit from Thing did like 10%, and then I don't remember doing that on the first bar. So I'm gonna turn this into 1x here. Kind of being a little bit more cautious, I suppose. I'm just wondering. I'll keep this, I guess. Right, we could still get some. Oh, I've heal block. I've heal block on. Oh, that's bad. A heal reduction or heal block on my other characters. So that's could be not good. Yeah, it's heal reduction. It's not heal block. But still, though, I can't stun him, right? No, I can't. No, I need to get that debuff. This one out though. The attack down. That's important, I think. As we go forward onto this fight, he's doing the charge up attack, and unfortunately, both of my characters, because Thing keeps moving himself when he does his alt, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, actually. So I'm going to buff him up, make sure he gets his damage reduction. Need to get that alt off to heal him. And the skills that they're using on this second wave is a little bit different. So I'm hoping to do this. Can I bump up Thing's ultimate bar? Can we? Yeah, can we get this alt off? Would be great if it moved him. Now the boss does have a lot less hit points, so I may very well be able to actually clear this out. I do need to use Hulk's alt more frequently because I do need that healing, and I may actually possibly need to go for the heal to keep my healing up on Thing. That's the one thing that I was thinking, and of course he's out of range because he rolled out of range. That is so stupid. Okay, I guess I'm just going to hold that for now, I suppose. Maybe I can waste my mana just so I can rotate my cards. Get the... At least I can heal him. That's fine. I use that whenever I can. What I was looking for is that debuff from Hulk. That did a lot of damage, and I still can't actually hit him with the heal because he's too far out of range. God damn it. But we can get the debuff off. Hopefully, get the Hulk alt. We get the debuff on him. Oh, right there. Before he does it, and he still killed Thing. So can I duo this down with Thing with Hulk is the question. It's going to be super slow, but it doesn't seem like there's a timer. We're going to find out. I'm going to come back. And we did not. I think I could do this, but boy, losing Thing was a bit of a problem. 13% at the very end. This sucks. Yeah, okay, so it was a very long fight, but it seems that, and I think Doctor Strange is, I really don't think I'm soloing this. But it seems that time doesn't really matter, so that's really interesting, I guess. Okay, so I came back and I cheated a little bit because I used a support Scarlet Witch from one of my alliance members who had cleared this already. So I think if you have somebody else that has cleared the boss, you can use one of their support characters in order to do this. So I basically dumped Hulk because there really was no point having two tank characters. And I want to see whether or not this is enough, right? We're just nuking him down with Scarlet Witch, and then we're tanking with Thing. So that is my hope here. That, yep, I think we might end up getting the clear here. Yeah, wow. Okay, so I think so. Right, we're going to buff him up just to make sure he doesn't die. And then we just need, that's it. Probably just the basics are going to kill him. And there we go. We did get the victory thing. I forgot who I use as a support. Siren 88. There we go. Thank you for your Scarlet Witch. I got that done. And we're going to get that as a reward. So 200 Alliance credits as a reward and some artifact stuff. I believe each kill on him takes 2.5% of his hit points away. So that means you need about 40 people to win this battle to be able to beat him completely. Now, I think, and I will say what the hardest one here was mechanically. I think it was the ground quake. I think it did the most amount of damage. Right? I think the other ones were not that bad. I think it was the ground quake, which is funny because that's the one that I decided not to go with. that isn't the last that's permanently locked. So I think in the future I will probably make this first. That being said, I did lock this one out. The Husk of Guilt. If this is a pretty big deal actually. If Cyclone 3 is not defeated, Giant Armor is immune to debuffs and takes 30% less damage during this phase. So I think this might have been a pretty big thing. And so I'm kind of glad that was first. I'd probably move the ground quake to slot number 2 though. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. So, maybe that's why. An all heroes hit permanently take 20% more damage stackable for every single time I got hit by this. So it was kind of like a mini enrage actually. If I take too long, that I would take, and that's probably why when I was using Hulk, right, I was slowly taking more damage because of this. So that explains a lot of things. So I just wanted to do my first kind of like, this was I was doing it live with you guys. So if this helps you guys to do the Twisted Giant Armor, maybe we'll see more people on the leaderboard. I know some people, I like to show this stuff because it's content, right? And I guess we'll see whether or not any more alliances do get onto the leaderboard, of course. Otherwise, you'll be working your way towards the second Cyclone, which I guess will be in 3 days, or for anyone who hasn't done their stuff already. And then working their way on the Twisted Giant Armor if they're able to clear it. And if they're not able to clear it, then they should probably go towards the next Cyclone. So that's going to be it for now, everyone. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.